Welcome, everybody. My name is Steve Wooden, and welcome to Judging 101. I want to first thank Damon Brown for inviting me to be a part of this project, and to thank some other people um, for helping me become a good judge and a good teacher. Um, I started my teaching career in Ventura, Iowa, and then moved to LDF, which is now East Marshall, and then finished my career of teaching for 28 years at Urbandale High School, where I directed both varsity and prep show choirs, along with concert choirs, chamber choirs, all state musicals, the whole bit. A little bit about the programs. Don't try to build a program all on your own. I tried to do that for many years, thinking if I didn't do it, the job wouldn't get done. That is not true. Make sure you reach out to anybody that's there to help you. I'm here, your friends are there, your peers are there, your community is there. Reach out to all of us as much as possible, and don't be afraid to do that. Hire people that are smarter than you if you're able to do that financially. My program only got better when I realized I would look and my programs would look so much better if I got the right people in to help me. Enough with that. Moving on to what Damon would like me to talk about. Make sure that as judges, you judge each category separately as much as you can, but there are areas where each of those categories blend in together. For example, I'm going to talk about projection, vocal projection, and how you judge that, and how as directors you can present that to us to score better. I think first of all, it's obvious. You have to have proper technique, placement of the voice, stylistic tone for different types of music that you're performing. So the style of that placement and tonality of that placement is going to change. So your projection is a little bit different. But always in the projection, it's the breath underneath, the pinpoint placement of your voice, adding breath and warmth around it when needed, and to have great diction. Now, diction is going to be a separate category than projection sometimes, but they go hand in hand. If you have great diction, you're going to have better breath support and better projection. We're going to understand what you're singing about, and it's going to come across as projecting to us. Forte singing isn't always projection. Don't just what I call yell at us the whole time when you're performing. Use proper technique and use a lot of dynamics. Again, here we're talking about projection, but the dynamics go right hand in hand with that projection. You have to project and use even better diction when you're singing pianissimo, soft singing, than when you sing forte. All of us as judges need time for our ears. Even the audiences need time for our ears to just relax and enjoy what you're doing before you sing forte. Projection has a lot to do with that. It's not just singing forte. It's articulation, it's the diction, it's the breath control. All of that is important. Make sure that your band articulates and use proper projection. When you're covering up your choirs, it doesn't matter how well you're projecting vocally, your band's covering you up. And that is a big issue in a lot of cases. Make sure that all works together. Your band, your accompaniment is just as important, if not sometimes more so, in that projection of your choir, because if they're covering up, you're just not going to be heard. And talking about that in helping as far as arrangements go, when you're having when you're selecting your show, make sure if you have arrangers that they understand the capabilities of your choir, and how many parts that you may want, how that's all put together, so that you can project the performance the way you want to. Also, make sure that when you're putting this all together with your choreographer, that the movements that you want and the movements that your choreographer sees in planning with you makes it possible for you to have great projection, that your breath isn't gone because the movement isn't allowing you to breathe properly. So all that said, that's pretty understandable. But for projection, the way I score it is a lot to do with dynamics and the style of the way you perform. So I hope this helps you out. Again, I want to thank people like Nancy Allen for finding Damon for me and getting my program together. I want to thank Damon for his friendship for all these years that we've worked together. And don't be afraid as judges or as directors to reach out to us and ask for help. We're here to do that. I like doing that, so reach out to me. Thank you for including me into this, and I hope that has helped.